You're watching Horizons and welcome back to a video that I wanted to make, and as you can tell I'm playing Team Fortress 2, but that's not here or there at the moment. I wanted to make this quick video, and it's Horizons and his thoughts type of thing. Something I have not done since the Best Enemy Feature Awards, which I'll not get into, but something completely different for this time. If you're wondering, this video is going to be what I personally think killed Saturday morning cartoons. Now, there's multiple theories going out there that would be like, oh, it's the FCC or anything. Basically, my honest thoughts, there's multitude of reasons that Saturday morning cartoons is no longer a thing here in the States, unless you have cable satellite providers in your local region. Basically, what pretty much killed it in the first place was the infamous Children's Television Act of 1992 and its other actions that were made in 1995. Basically, it requires all the mainstream channels here in the States, including the digital sub-channels, and I believe even independent stations have to do this. So, not even your local independent stations that are not affiliated with any of the big four networks or big five networks, they still have to air this. This is what's called educational and formal programming, something you usually see on PBS, and yes, I did accidentally hit the mic for a brief second, but they have to air it in a specific time frame, like from 8 o'clock to noon or 12:30 local time. Basically, all stations have to do this now, and this is why you don't see non-EI programming on Saturday mornings unless it's college football in the middle of the fall. So basically, my honest thought is advertisers. The big thing with this is when the Children's Television Act was made, that you could not sell through. Basically, have a commercial tied to a toy product or anything. This is why things like He-Man got all controversial, not in the terms of the story, but in terms of how it was basically a 30-minute toy commercial. And it still happens to this very day. There was an infamous news article that came up a couple weeks back that some Sinclair stations were airing a Hot Wheels cartoon, and it had a commercial of Hot Wheels, and that effectively broke the sell-through ad block. You can't do that, basically. So not only is it basically advertising, but I think it's simply down just to simply how cheap you can produce it, basically. Not only do you comply with this by airing nature documentaries or whatever they're airing, but basically not only do you have to report this to the FCC that you've done so, but you basically have done it in your own right. Now, for the most part, this has been the norm for 14 years. Since ABC Kids jumped ship in 2011, all the other networks did it. In 2013, CBS jumped ship, and then NBC did, and then the CW was the really last one to do it, even though they did it in 2014, basically. But ever since then, Wilton Entertainment basically killed Saturday morning cartoons in a span of 10 years, basically, which is ironically not even called them anymore. I think they're called Holistic Syndication or something like that. But anyways, this has been pretty much my honest thoughts on stuff, honestly. Again, to recap, basically, I think it's down to simply advertising and just simply programs they can air with in order to comply with the act. So that's it for me. Have a good one. Toodles!
Subscribe to Horizons.